Hey Twin Flames, what is up? It's Danny. I hope you guys are doing great. We're going to get right into it again. I'm going to start with, I think this is the numerology deck. Go ahead and go with that. Alright, so it's December. We made it to December. I can't believe it's already almost 2020. Divine Feminine. I'm already understanding that this year, or this past year, you've been focusing a lot on yourself. So if you're in that boat, I may be the reader for you. Okay, and also, like, though I don't mean it to seem that you don't take this twin experience serious, although you just maintained your focus on yourself for a while, which is great. All right, let's see. Let's ask Jesus of Nazareth and Archangel, all the archangels to help with this. Thank you. So yeah, health. We got health. You focus on your health, right? Divine Feminine. And forgiveness. So Divine Masculine, I think, is this is what his theme has been, and it could be forgiving of himself. I'm getting that a lot of them around the time that they met you, I don't think they blamed you, but they could have, so consciously or subconsciously, but like the ego could have. Things get messed up and haywire, but something didn't go as planned with Divine Masculine around that time, and it required them to forgive themselves. Yeah, and also if they felt if their ego did make it seem that it possibly had been towards you, or even like a little birdie could have told them, like, the you didn't pass is because you're in a relationship, period, nothing to do with you per se, just the relationship. And then them capping it off to a 10 and relieving themselves from it probably is also needing their forgiveness from themselves for doing that, basically. But see, like, this 10 is karmic completion. So I was about to say it had to happen, Divine Masculine, if you're watching. So that's now what I hear, like, they're saying that spirit, and they could have a connection with birds. They're seeing that now in their life, and they're totally helping, basically flying in and showing the Divine Masculine that, see, it could be that their karmic is completing now, their karmic relationship, that one that is not you, that one that they left you for, but not you for, but you know what I mean. The series of events that unfolded were just basically like kind of karma taking place. Not karma in the way you see it, but more so their path, their route, what had to happen, things that must transpire in this lifetime. They complete all that stuff. That is ending as well. So 2 endings is making them feel like really leaning on that spirit, if that's the little birdie that's talking to them. But I think it's 2. It's also like spirit arrowing their thoughts, their arrows into his thoughts, and also literal other people, as like the saying goes, a little birdie told me, or astral little birds, or all three, I think. All right, so that they're listening and like really reflecting on that while you're in your health. 8, infinity. It seems like you'll always be on this path now, and perhaps when you met your Divine Masculine, your twin flame, you could have been unaware of this term, but you just knew, and sorry, the thought just flew in and flew out like a bird. It was codependent. You may have had a little bit more wavering emotional stasis or stability. So yeah, okay, wavering emotional stasis versus stability, which is like what I am showed is you didn't like it to be still. Now you're perfectly content with things being still. Stasis, and also things are unfolding abundantly that way, and it will continue so for the rest of your life. Like, you've actually completed also a karmic not lesson, but completion needed in order also maybe to forgive Divine Masculine for leaving, or for going through his life. But then again, this is another thing that they've been showing me in my own understanding and my own feelings towards Divine Masculine and the whole situation, the whole shebang, is even today, like, if tomorrow he stepped not off course, but I mean, like I said, it's not there. It might not look to you, Divine Feminine, if they are on course, but it is. And it's in a divine pattern or divine timing, and kind of like in general, our existence here on earth, the way God put us here, knowing with the free will thing, there could be, or there will be, the opposite. Although I think that's why there was Eden, and we did take that deceivature thing, the fruit, and that was because of the free will. So I was wondering, why would it, one may wonder, why would that be able to happen? Then you think of if it's because he wants you to have the free will, but there was a plan. So it's not like he rigged it where there's no free will. It was more like he made it a plan through this chaos that it'll be all right. So that's basically what I was trying to explain, that there's like a plan to this. So even if so, divine masculine steps off course, the way most like egoic divine female may see, the divine part of that person, of myself, is seeing that I even have already reached, would not hold it against them. It's more so them finding their footing along. The ending will still come when it needs to be. And also the other divine feminine on this boat are currently content and will be for the rest of their lives. Infinity, which is the 8 number. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so they're at a 1 and a 5. Singular, maybe feeling alone. 5, change, equals to 6 in love. So this is where like this karmic completion ends. This is kind of like, oh, perfect, the song Higher Love by Whitney Houston, originally by someone else, but the Whitney Houston song is also very like key frequency on point, perfect to what you need to listen to that song, but the vibrations as well as the words. All right. Divine masculine will be connecting towards you, divine feminine, very much through music and birds. All right. So let's see. So yeah, you continue, always have that, like, it's like you made a breakthrough. It's complete. You're in a different place than you were before. Those codependency, karmic curses, or if you will, or anything like that, will be lifted. You have had that lifted already. Definitely, I'm feeling after this winter, even, it's completely a thing of the past. And the forgiveness is coming much easy, especially for divine masculine, especially because you're seeing the connection to the creator God, and also feeling that Christhood. That is where you find your Sabbath. It's not on a Saturday or on a Sunday. It is in Jesus of Nazareth, the one, that real one that you continue to reside in through your healing. And yeah, that's basically what we're here for. And I remember saying like 2 years ago in a twin flame, one of my readings, that we were here to secure his spot in heaven and show him, maybe it is like they say, all the rooms in heaven are each of our hearts, our heads, and we are keeping such a sweet spot for them through all this, through our healing and apart separation, through their they're not missteps, but they're through their steps, and no matter what it is, it's a step he took, and this life is also governed by divinity in our hearts, and we have to admit that and understand that it's not all bad. Definitely is not, even far from that. Is not as much as the worst things you can see in the world. There's like the the antithesis of that also, like the other side of the coin. All right, so we're farther than we think, basically. All right, cool. So yeah, follow your dreams is the next one. Let me think of what they mean. What do they mean? Is this also for... Okay, yeah, they want me to take these that were like out here before I started on that rant. Yeah, it's new beginnings, and these cards are so soft because they're like moist. It was like rainy outside. They were in this box outside. So anyway, follow your dreams, new beginnings. So this is divine masculine. If you feel a need to follow your dreams, basically, if your dreams is that little bird in the dream telling you, or oh wow, about that love partnership, to chase that, then it's time to chase that. It could be it's just karmic completion on both ends, and it's time for a union. Wow, look, love, it's time for a love union. Holy crap. All right, so that's insane. Let's take one more from that, and then we'll move on to the Jesus deck. And then after that, we'll go with a past life deck and maybe even some sexual tarot cards just for fun. All right. Any more angels from this? New beginnings, divine masculine. Don't be scared to, if it is changing your love situation, your partner, your wife, you need to really know who is for who, you know, for who, what side. It could be that the karmic is completely on the other side, meaning evil, meaning completely, maybe like, think of the what isn't a satanic or Luciferian type of person. It's just themselves, pride of themselves, all that kind of crap. Maybe they're realizing where they stand, and that purple color means, you know, divine masculine, divinity, human, divine, image of creator, very royal. So they could be partnered or find themselves done this to themselves, not remember missteps, but just step towards something to make them realize something very fast in this grand scheme of things. Even if you're still alive, there's still time. So rebirth, yeah, see, there's always a chance to be rebirthed, no matter what age you are. Effort, wow, covering our little bird friend for a second, but here, how about this? All right. The effort. So the efforts are being taken for love, and they want to feel new. Perhaps they do not feel good the way they are turning out with their current partner, or whether they be alone in their crotchety old ways. Or, you know, that's for a lot of you. But the effort that you have lacked, like not been towards, perhaps if in the past, divine feminine in the codependent energy could have been a little too nurturing, too smothering, or too just wanting to get his spot on in heaven, you know, get his room opening, which is his heart opening, like the rooms in heaven and all that. Yeah, it could be that effort that you've been putting onto yourself, working on the pride of what you have done, and rebirth yourself from that codependent energy, divine feminine, into a complete vessel for light, basically, and you've been using that light to heal you and those around you, but not so much, actually, yes, so much in divine masculine. That's exactly how you feel them too. They feel just that bright light from afar. You are the light of the world. Wow. Jesus, thank you. Oh, my brother, thank you. You guys got to read Matthew 5:14. Got to figure out what that's about. All right, let's talk about that next video. That'll be awesome if we can start to do this also, including in this into it. Give, and it shall be given unto you. All right, so if we start loving ourselves, I think that's what we've done, taking pride in our work with Jesus, with spirit, and with our own creativity. See, this is lying right there with the third energy. We've been giving that love up with unbeknownst or unrealized to ourselves, that we have been, our creativity, even our YouTube channels or anything, benefiting the glory to God, you know, trying to get this unity understood, or not even understood and figured out all at once for ourselves, but for helping other people on the journey, just, you know, for doing what we're meant to be doing, or what we feel is right to do. That alone is giving love to God, and he's giving it back. Basically, how we give it back the most, because he knows what you most want. Your heart most wants what he tasted before, which was the true divinity, the reflection of our own divine. You know, you felt that, and that's possibly why a lot of you, I'm hearing, cried during or after meeting your divine partner, your twin flame, and it could especially mean during actual intercourse and all that. But that's very telling. Okay, that's very telling. Don't let pride get in the way, and if so it did, you know that there's things completing, there's things moving towards each other, and that's okay. All right, whoever and you get what you ask for, so just keep asking your angels so they can help you. All right, because you need to ask. Remember, we're talking about that free will thing. All right, that's the whole basis of it. Whosoever, and that's a good thing though, whosoever shall do the will of my Father for which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Dude, that's kind of like why I'm saying, like, if we do our part in just expressing our understanding and trying to help each other along the way, that's good enough for him, because you're listening and you're sharing, and it doesn't matter who it is, you also should listen. I'm hearing, all right, because that's how kids are. Some children are not that way, but some, it doesn't matter who it is, they'll give their full attention to. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for things in itself. So one day at a time, guys. It could get daunting, Divine Feminine, with all these thoughts coming in, all these arrows, all these understandings, but divine timing. This is why it's important to get through your healing and be content with what is right now. All right, there'll be peace. Okay. Peace be unto you as my Father has sent me. Yeah, you're not alone ever. Seek you first. Your brother's always with you, Jesus of Nazareth. And seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. So it's a fear and faith type of thing, And I think that's what Divine Masculine is also going to. Someone else who may be knocking on your door, knocking, it shall be opened unto you. So Divine Masculine will find this courage and ignite, or it's already been ignited his creativity towards his own life, towards himself. It's like being awakened in a different way, like from a hypnotic state, not from asleep. It's like different. It's like really hitting the ground running and wanting to do that. All right, so it's like the faith in God is back. Before, maybe it was doomy gloomy or some sort of type of, like I said, some people get crotchety even at a young age, which is weird, but faith is back. 1122 also, even. And maybe, I'm seeing too, Divine Feminine, a lot of your Divine Masculines could have gone through something as a young child, something very traumatic, and if they hadn't, they just put that part away no matter what, locked a piece of themselves away. Society alone puts that pressure on males. All right, even females. Sometimes, even as a Leo, very balanced on both sides, it's hard to be your feminine self and accept that, and it's very hard to to disregard that feeling. And so it's healing that is also happening for Divine Feminine. If that touched a nail on the head on it for anybody, around your Divine Masculine, you feel feminine. Not around him, it might not be so easy to feel that way, but you need to learn how, because nothing feels more better for a man than to feel manly, not even in the way that you think, but like in just a simple sense. Here, this reminds me, the piece of the excerpt of Man of Steel and Velvet, and I wanted to show you guys, but here, look, I put hearts around it, page 161. Okay, go ahead and read that. Pause and read that. But I really thought of Divine Masculine reading that. Okay, but also there's this part right here. Right here, for the man. For the man, the feeling of being masculine is one of the most pleasant sensations a man can experience. It makes him feel masculine. See, not like a man, but masculine. It makes him feel like a man and thus sets him apart from women. This is one reason men strive so valiantly for high honors, not so much for the honor itself, but for the realization of his powers exerted in attaining the goal. If it were given in an undeserved honor, he would have been denied the feeling of being manly accomplishment. It's not being a champion a man glories in so much that the realization of his manly ability acquired to become one. So we have to let him be that. We have to not joke ourselves, not kid ourselves, and not try to be the masculine either, because that's a huge karmic lesson too. In that, and that was in the chapter What Masculinity Does, and I got this at a thrift store once. It just called me, and look at this beautiful saying. 1974 anniversary. To Glenn, a wonderful son. I'm thankful for the Lord, that the Lord was so good to me. Oh, I'm a mother, so I understand that. This is to wish you all the happiness and harmony a home can hold. Lots of love, Mom and the clan. Wow. Okay, so like there's just so many beautiful things. Let's just open up to one right now. Like, look, that self-confidence. A self-confident man believes in his own ability to competency and does not have undue barriers or feelings of inadequacy. There is something appealing about... Okay, well, yeah. See, they're gaining back that faith in themselves as well, and God is putting that in them, and you somehow put God back in them, or shown them God in someone else and you. It's all connected and it's all good. Okay, oh my God. My Father gives you a true bread from heaven, all right? So it seems like he got that slice in you as well, and you'll always be like thinking of that cup while he's eating other things that maybe just are basically not satiating him, because he's thinking of the other, you. Right? Does not look too happy. And this again about the kids that went through something. They're healing their faith in themselves, their confidence in themselves. And it already has happened. Jesus is with them. See? He's safe. He's always been safe, but now he's realizing, and it's also realizing a lot of things. A lot of things are being realized. Very cool. Very, very cool. Divine Feminine. And Masculine, of course, is if you're watching. I always think I get a lot of women, so I talk to you feminine more, but I do know you guys are out there and can feel the thankful vibes we give out anyway. If we talk to you and you're not here. Here, let's just get this couple cards out. Alright, let's see what we got from this deck. Past life deck, I think. Alright. So yeah, they're healing those big major wounds. Alright, so be patient and forgiveness. Protection. Yeah, they are protected, like I said, see? Now that they're protected by this guy, Jesus right here of Nazareth, and now they're starting to feel that love again. It's almost like their heart that used to groweth uncold now, and it's starting to feel, and it's as it thaws and numbs out, it remembers something, because it feels now protected. That patience, I feel like, is wearing thin, but they also know they want you to have patience, because they feel like a bashful little cherub angel child, little girl child. All right, so they're going step by step with their guardian angel. You be with yours, and don't give up. You know, you got abundance, and by I say don't give up, I mean, don't blend yourself with energies you know you shouldn't, that are lower with you. Because once you know you see your value the way God sees you, and you see how you're protected, and you remember these things just as you cannot, which is him, your twin flame, you cannot, the true divine partner, the value that God wants you to be with, ultimate higher love. Remember Whitney Houston, we gotta listen to that higher love song, which I'll play in a minute if I can. Really awakening to that understanding. And what was I saying? Yeah, starting to not, you don't want to shortchange yourself anymore after you see the love, the way God sees you. And it's kind of like how magnetizing it is once you are just really purifying. It's been almost 2 years for me not blending my energy with anybody, and that's insane, because me being of the secular world growing up, and you know, putting down payment of sex for as a down payment for emotional connection, and in my teens starting to find myself over and over and over and over again, even in young adult life. I'm 29 now, starting to like kind of get the hang of this, and it does really work, purifying, refining your soul through fire, not literally, but refining it through the heat of the soul, and like that's keeping away from all these temptations. It's basically, I think, what it is too. The whole world's based on temptation too, and your faith, of course, right? All right. Oh, got one. Seek and you shall find, and I am with you always, even until the end of the world. Wow. All right. So also, if as humankind, if that this world ever does change, we do see it mirrored inside ourselves. So he's not the same as you once saw him, right? And neither are you. And neither is he. I'm playing. All right, comedic relief, guys. Last cards in moderation. You know, everything he is learning. Also, God is putting those arrows down heavily on him. We went through our heavy path too, but we're going back into another way of divine feminine, of learning those arrows from above too, which I mean like arrows of inspiration into thought, what God wants our path to be. And again, these steps come in moderation, so take it as an understanding that we're gonna need to do it in their time. Surrender to the timing. That doesn't matter. You already have that. Basically be happy. Yeah, basically be happy. You always have that, and it's already manifested, basically. Alright, I love you guys. If you want a reading, you know, hit me up on Fox Danith, DANITH, and Fox before it at yahoo.com. I'll do that in the description, leave it in there. And please subscribe and share this, or, you know, at least give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, because it'll really help the algorithm. Alright guys, one more. Leadership. Also, you guys, do it too. Make your own expression of your own inner child, and that's basically what we wanted this channel to be like. All right, me and my twin and God. All right, love you. Peace. Bye.